Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka that reseller guy. It's Thursday, a couple days after, well, the day after New Year's, I guess, and it's time to get back to work, back to the regular schedule. Today we're going to talk about a few things. I'm going to talk about my goals for 2020. I'm going to talk about sales numbers for the last 3 years. I want you to see, what kind of money you can actually bring in selling like I do on eBay. I'm not going to talk about Amazon and Antique Booth and all that stuff right now. We're just focusing on eBay. So that will all be at the end of the video. We'll talk about goals and sales. So stay tuned. Sales during the last couple days were pretty good. I sold some nice items, some good high dollar stuff, and lots of small. So it's going to be nice, quick, and easy to ship. We've had some new subscribers to this channel. Lots of new people coming in. I appreciate you checking out the channel and hit that subscribe button. For those of you that may be new, my name's Mike. I go by that reseller guy. I'm here in Arizona. I buy items at thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales, and local auctions, and I flip them on eBay, Amazon, and an Antique Booth. You'll see the majority of my items are pop culture and sports items, but I do buy a little bit of everything. You see, electronics, whatever I can find at a good price that I can find and flip and make money on. So let's check out what sold over the last couple days. We'll start with Amazon first today. Amazon, I sold 5 items for a total of $135.46. So the average sale wasn't great, about $27. One of the items I do have to ship out myself. It's right here. I just picked it up the other day. I showed you in a thrift haul. I picked up some new games and puzzles and stuff. This was one of them. Sold within a week of listing on Amazon. Picked it up for, I think it was under $4. I think it was like $3.50. And this sold for, I gotta look at my sheet. It's up there. I was wrong. I sold 6 items on Amazon. I didn't put this on my cheat sheet and add it to my total. So 6 items for about $170, because this one sold for, let's look over here, $34.98. The other 5 items, they're going to be sent out from FBA. Send them off to the warehouse. They do all the work there, so nice and easy. First item is a coin album. This is for Morgan dollars. It's for coin collectors, store their coins in. I actually bought this at Retail Arbitrage. Now, I do not do a lot of RA. It just happened to be I was at Michael's with my wife and daughter one day, so I just hit the clearance section. They had a couple coin books for $3 a piece. Checked them out, scanned them, saw that they're going for over $20 on Amazon. So yeah, I picked them up. This one sold for $21.50. I sold 2 light bulbs. Now, what's weird about this is I shipped them in to Amazon, and they then sometimes reroute them to other warehouses depending on where they feel they need to go. So I sold 2 to one buyer. One of them already shipped. The other one's still waiting to be shipped because it's in another warehouse somewhere. So however they work it, I don't know. They got their own system. But these sold for $17.99 each. I paid $1.50 each. So after fees, I'm still making probably $12 per bulb. Sold a set of Star Wars figures. This had like a collectible tin. It was in a larger box, probably about the size of a board game. Figured it would sell at Christmas time, but obviously it's selling a couple days afterwards. It sold for $39.99. And the last item is a pink mouse. Now, the other day I sold a mouse. I said, hey, look for unique colors, pinks and purples. And I sold one. I proved my point. I got $37.99 for this mouse. So yeah, and Amazon was pretty good. Total of 6 sales for about $170. All right, like I said, eBay was quite a bit better. eBay, I had a total of 9 sales. Now, there were some multiples in some of those. So I actually sold probably about 15, 16 items, but total of 9 sales for $609.01. That's an average of $101 a sale. Very happy with that total. Again, I had a couple big dollar items sell, a lot of smalls, but the smalls sometimes had big money. Let's check them out. First item is a 2007 Rose Bowl ticket stub. This sold for $11.04. This is a kind of a cool ticket stub. It's probably a one of a kind. I can't imagine any others being out there for this. This was from 1960. This is from when the U.S. Olympic hockey team played against Czechoslovakia. Yeah, in like a pre-Olympic game. Really cool item. I had this out in my store for like $70 or $80 for the longest time. Marked it down to $50. Still wasn't selling. So finally I said, I'm going to reduce it. I put it at $20 and it sold the same day. So obviously $20 was the right price. Keep going with the sports themes today. This is a Mike Trout rookie card. This I actually picked up at a local auction. Not even a sports auction, just a regular box lot auction that's in my area. Every once in a while they do get sports cards. This was just buried in a large box. I flipped through it and saw that this one was in there. I bought 2 big boxes that day. I paid $22 for everything. So if you figure I have 22 into this cart, it sold for $60 shipped. Now the next one is the biggest sale of the day. This is an autographed cards, I'll get a little closer here, of Willie Mays. You can see he signed it on black. It's in black pen. It's kind of hard to see on the front. If you get it in the right angle, you can see it better. Hopefully in my pictures up here, you can see it pretty good. Now I did have this authenticated by JSA. And you can see in the picture up here, I'll flip it on the card back, they put the sticker on the back of cards if you get them authenticated. They don't put it on the front to ruin it, because this card alone is pretty valuable itself before it got autographed. I was shooting for the moon when I first had this listed. I had it for like $350, marked it down to $300. When I did my relistings, I put it at $199.99, and again, it sold the same day. So that was a magic price, got $199 shipped for this card. All right, I don't talk about returns a whole lot, but this was one that I had recently. It is this Shazam comic book. It is issue number 25, and what's unique is it has the first appearance of Iris, and I think Captain Marvel is in this one as well. I sold it for $25 originally. I got a return on it because, again, this is one of those items that I know about comics, but I don't know everything I need to know. It was missing a couple pages out of the middle, sort of like the ad pages that are in the very center. So no problem. I said return it, send it back. I gave them a full refund. I relisted it yesterday for $9.99 and then now disclosed that it was missing those pages. It sold like that. It was gone. Still got a $10 sale. So I still sold it, not for as much as originally, but it's still a $10 sale. These were a couple of my favorite comic books that were in that the stack of vintage comics I've been listing. Still going through those. I still have more to go, but they've been selling for me, so I'm really happy. These are a couple, the Diana Prince Wonder Woman's, issue number 201 and 202. I think these were, it'll be up in the description. I can't remember what year they're from. They were, I think, the early 70s. Really cool. I always like looking at the toy ads on the back. There's a lot of times there's lots of cool toys that are worth a lot now. So you're like, oh, I wish I ordered those toys and kept them. These 2 comics, I listed them together as one lot, and they sold for $25.49 shipped. Now I did give like a 15% discount on the sale. And like every couple days, I sold a Fiesta Bowl patch. This one actually sold a little bit cheaper because it was also on sale. So it sold for $3.19 plus $1.25 shipping. All right, now we're getting to the bigger stuff. These are blank bats. I originally got these to get autographs. I haven't been going out getting autographs recently. Sometimes I do during spring training, or they have an Arizona Fall League out here. I just haven't been doing it, so these bats have been sitting around literally for 2 years. Finally decided to list them, put them together, sold the 2 of them together, went for $33.99 plus another $10 shipping. It's not too bad. You kind of turn them opposite like this. They'll fit into either a tube, or I might have to craft a Franken box around them. I'm not sure yet. Reality is I could put them like this, put a couple poly bags around it, and ship it like this, and they'll get there just fine as well. All right, I said one of my sales had multiple items in it, and it's one of my Mike Piazza sales. If you've watched my videos, you're probably sick of seeing me talk about Mike Piazza cards, but it was one of my fantastic buys from last year. I have made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars off of this. This buyer bought a ton of different jersey and patch cards. That's one of the coolest ones on the front when he played with the Mets. There's a bunch of them here. You'll see a couple in my image here. There was, let's see, this has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 16 total cards sold for $151.10. So right around that $10 per card average. Pretty good. Ships out nice and easy in a box. The last item of the day is this Sony Blu-ray DVD player. It was brand new in the box, but it was an open box. You can see it has tape rash on the front. I just opened it up, make sure it was complete. It has the remote. It still has the original batteries still wrapped separately. All the cords, the instructions. It's all good to go. I have this listed on both eBay and Amazon, like I've done with a bunch of items, and it's sold on eBay again. I've talked about it many times about cross-listing items. I'm going to do it a lot more. Originally had this at $89.99. Offered a little bit of a discount to somebody, so it sold for $82.99 shipped. Now it's going to be nice and easy to ship. I have some boxes from Chewy. If you know anybody that orders their pet supplies from Chewy, have them save their boxes. They're nice and big. They're like perfect for these. You just put a little bit of packing around it and it ships off. Nice and easy. All right, today we're going to go over a couple other things. We're going to talk about some goals for 2020. What are my goals for 2020? I'm not usually like this goal setter, write them down, got to accomplish these, but this year it's been a little different. I definitely need to set some goals to keep me a little focused on what I'm trying to do business-wise. I've got them here, so I'm going to kind of hold this cheat sheet and go through them with you. Some of them have already started. Number one I have on here is my purge and delete. What that means is my eBay store is filled with stuff that has been in my store too long. Look at this image. Some of these items have been in there, I think, 3,000 plus days. I've had items in my store for 10 years. Is that really the truth? That's crazy. Sometimes you lose track of time. You have an item, it's in the back corner of your storage area, and you don't even realize it's been there that long. So I'm going through all these items that have been in my store forever, deleting them out. Some are getting relisted. Like you've seen a couple I relisted today. A couple of those tickets resold. I relisted them at a better price. So second is just to end and relist. Again, I have a lot of items that have been in the store for too long. If you look at your listings, it gives you the little gray bar and it says this item has been in your store over 16 months. Yeah, I want my items to sell quicker than that. So all of those items, I'm going to end the listings, determine if I actually want to relist them, see if it's worth it. A lot of them for me are clothes and hats. So I think I'll relist them, refresh them, and we'll kind of see how that works. See if that gets them out into the search listings and create some sales. Dual listing. I've talked about doing dual listings on eBay and Amazon. I need to do it more for higher dollar items. eBay seems to they're selling better when I thought Amazon was going to be the right source for these. So more dual listings. The next, consistent listings. We all talk about it, how listing every day is better for your eBay exposure. We don't know that it's true, but it seems like you get sales when you list consistently. I'm bad at it. I can go 2-3 days sometimes without listing, and I know sales aren't as strong. So I'm going to try to at least list 5 items a day. I'd like to do 10, but increase the numbers per day. Next, this has nothing to do with eBay. It's with you guys. It's with YouTube. I started this YouTube channel, I think in September, and been doing more and more videos since. I've been doing 4 videos a week. I'd like to keep it at that number for now. We've gotten over 1,000 subscribers. That was my goal by year end. You all have hit that subscribe button, watch my videos, and help me get to that number. We're at like 1,040 now, so it's been growing a few new subscribers every day. I thank you all for coming every time. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. Last item. I don't talk about it a whole lot, but I've been fighting a really bad back issue this year for the last probably 9 months. I finally went last month. I got some injections. I've been doing physical therapy. It's getting better. During this 9 months, my health and fitness has gone way downhill. I've always been active in sports my whole life. Most of this year, I have been inactive. Unfortunately, it causes weight gain, lethargy, everything. Nothing feels as good as when you're out there being active, whether it's sports, the gym, or just going out for daily walks. Hopefully, things are healing up, feeling better, and 2020 will be a much better year for fitness, health, and being pain-free. Now for the numbers. A lot of resellers don't talk about their numbers. They just talk about how great they're doing, these great sales, and you're supposed to believe them that they're making a living or making at least a decent income from this. I'm going to share what I've done for the last 3 years just on eBay. I've grown pretty good these last few years, not always in the number of sales, but my dollar amount. So let's check it out. 2017, so 2 years ago, I had 1,626 sales for the year. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Let's see. I didn't do the math. Let me do the math. So if I had 1,626 sales, divide that by 365 days, that's 4.5 orders per day. I'm happy with that. I'd like to get it a little higher, but again, I want to have more quality sales. So I did a total of $44,020 in 2017. With the 1,600 sales, that's only $27 per item. That's way less than what I'm doing now. So again, I did $44,000 in 2017. get to 2018, and I started to change what I was doing and what I was buying, looking for the better quality items to sell. So my number of sales went down. I went down to 1,155 sales. So almost 500 less sales. Now, I also did a little less. I did $39,085, so I went down about $5,000. But my average sale went up almost $7, just under $34 a sale. So even though I did less in total sales, the total amount of profit I was getting was actually better than the year before. So it's not always about that total dollar amount. You want that gross number. You want your net number to be what's higher and what's more important. Now for this year. This year I had a good year. Really good year on eBay. Again, I hate to say it, but part of it was because of this Mike Piazza collection that I bought. It was a crazy amount of dollars of sales that I was selling during the summer. So for 2019, my total number of sales went up from last year. I did 1,222 sales for a total of $49,817. I didn't quite get to that 50,000. I wanted it so bad. Hopefully this year we're going to surpass that by quite a bit. So my average price went up to $40.77. Yeah, so I went up another $7 per item from the prior year. So $40 average sale. I'm glad I kept that. And you see, I'm selling a lot of these $3 items, but yet my average price is still $40. Once these are gone this year, I don't have a whole lot left. I won't be selling these. I'm hoping to hit at least $45. I'd love to hit 50, but let's just start with 45 for this year. That's the goal. So that's what we got for this year. Now, how can I do that? I need to thrift better, source more. It just means getting out there more. It doesn't mean that I have to always be buying something. I need to always be buying quality stuff when I find it. I need to educate myself more. In the reselling game, it's always about continuing your education. Every year you learn something. I've learned so much this year from watching other resellers. I hope you continue to watch my videos and learn. Watch other resellers and learn. I'm not telling you don't go watch them and only watch me, but make sure you do watch mine. I appreciate it. That's what I got for today. I thank y'all for watching. Let's make 2020 a great year. I hope you're out there, killing it, finding good stuff, making money, doing good with health, your family life, your personal life, all that stuff. Have a great 2020. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.